Never underestimate the cunning of a pirate. Or a fox, for that matter.
That game was totally rigged!
I wanted to wait until just the right moment to drop in. Let me show you how to break your face and look like me.
I may be missing my face, but even I could see his tongue.
The others are under my protection.
I am remade, but I am given flesh to be your tormentor.
Let me put you back together, then take you apart all over again.
I'm here to claim what is left of you.
Greetings from the fire and from the one you should not have killed.
Let's taste death again and again and again.
Come closer. Help me count. Flash that light all you want. It can't save you now.
I guess you forgot about me.
These are strange circumstances that have brought us together.
It seems you couldn't make it to my show, so I brought the show to you.
We've only just begun. I will never let you leave. I will never let you rest.
Well, it seems that your journey has ended. Very sorry about that. It was way, of course. If it weren't by me, it would have just been by some other, terrible thing. Just, you could not imagine how terrible it would be. Just, I get scared thinking about it. I'm glad it's not me. It reminds me of a time I was speaking to my good friend Orville. We were sitting on a park bench watching the pigeons. I was on the left, he was on the... Oh, wait, was I on the right or left? Anyways, it doesn't matter. We were sitting on there watching the pigeons. And I said to Orville, "Friend, those birds are frozen." And he kind of looked at me like I'd lost my mind. But I reminded him that it was winter, and often birds will sit in a tree until they freeze. And then they sort of fall to the ground until the sun warms up and they can, move around again. So I said to Orville, "You might as well save those breadcrumbs until the birds thaw, because they can't very well enjoy them in the condition they're in. to which he asked what I meant, and asking what condition the crumbs should be in before he threw them to the birds, assuming that I meant the birds couldn't enjoy the breadcrumbs in the condition that the crumbs were in, when in fact I had meant the birds could not enjoy them in the condition that the birds were in, considering that the birds were frozen. So he took a moment and then threw his last handful onto the ground. I said to him, "Orville, why did you throw the breadcrumbs to the birds when I just told you they're frozen?" To which he responded, "The breadcrumbs are not frozen." Again, misunderstanding my words. I didn't mean to say that the breadcrumbs were frozen when I said I told you they're frozen. I'd been referring to the birds. In hindsight, what I should have said was, and this would make perfect sense, "Why did you throw the breadcrumbs to the birds when the birds are frozen?" He misunderstood upon my correction, stating that he didn't know what else to do with the breadcrumbs, and that perhaps, when the birds thawed, they'd still be able to eat the crumbs. So I said to Orville, and this is what I said to him, I said, "Orville, the birds may be dead."
The talented hawk hides his claws.
Whoops, that's gonna leave a mark.
He tried to release you. He tried to release us. But I'm not gonna let that happen. I will hold you here. I will keep you here. No matter how many times they burn us.
Please deposit 5.
So good to see you again, my truest friend. But now your life must end.
That's right! And don't you come back now, you hear?
Yar, you win some, you lose some.
You and I will be making music together for a long, long time.
Time for your controlled shock.
I always come back.
Come spend eternity inside with me.